Back in August of 1998, the Nickelodeon took off on Nickelodeon as a programming block that would air at night, and have various shows ranging from Hey Arnold all the way to Shelby Woo. And something that they did as a promotion from August to September was the Nickelodeon Scope It Out. And what this was is that you would take one of those red lenses that you use on those like mess of a color visual eye picture puzzles. Sorry that the name is escaping me, but you'll know what I mean when you see it. Anyway, you would get one of those from either Blockbuster or I believe like various food items you can find at the grocery store, like certain cereals and snack foods and all that kids' junk. And what this was used for is that before the start of an episode, one of these colorful puzzles would pop up and you would be told by O to scope it out, and you would use the red lens and you would see something that was some sort of hint to the episode that was upcoming. Now, this didn't matter so much because you would, of course, just immediately know what was up in the episode itself, or would just straight up fucking tell you at some points what it was as it was happening. But it was just a nice little bit of extra interactivity nonetheless. And being a huge 90s Nickelodeon junkie, especially 1998 Nickelodeon, I got curious enough to go look for these because I've never seen anybody talk about them before, and I don't see any pictures of the puzzles quote-unquote solved online anywhere. Anyway, I found these scopes out on eBay, and I bought one, and here it is. Now, I'm guessing by those, like, dotted lines that you can probably see, you're supposed to, like, break it off and hold it like a magnifying glass, but for preservation's sake, I don't want to do that. I'm even keeping the plastic wrapping that it came in. But anyways, I tried it out myself to see if it would work, and I got results. Now, the only two of these that I know of right now come from a CDC upload of a commercial break from September 1998. And they're both two back-to-back KRL ones. These two, this mess with Arnold's outline, and this mess of jumbled up letters. Now here they are after I tried to get a picture of what it looks like under the scope by putting my phone behind the lens itself. Here's the first one. Now ignore the O on the right, that's just O himself getting in the way. Or themselves. Anyway, the thing that this revealed was the circle on the left. And it's when I first saw that I was like confused, like, oh no, this isn't working right. But you can see, and I finally found this after like finally studying the picture, are these two extra lines inside the ring. And it looks like the pattern to either a baseball or most likely a tennis ball. Hey Arnold already had a baseball-themed episode back in 1996, so it seems a bit weird that they would like air it as a premiere now. I'm assuming this might be for the episode Grudge Match, maybe it aired at this point. You guys could probably find what episode it was, like to cover up for my laziness. I'll probably link the video that I saw this on to in the description. And here's the second one, and looking at it, it's supposed to spell out the name Randy Travis, whose voice guest starred on the episode this aired. Now, the thing about that is that when I did it under the scope, it didn't really stick out that much. I didn't know until O just blurred it out, and even without the scope, you can just like see it after you know it's there. And you can probably even like make out bits of green for the ball on the left. Now, that's where I want you guys to come in, and not just for my laziness from a minute ago, but also to ask you all questions on this. Particularly, first of all, for those of you who might have done this back in the day and remember what it looked like under the scope, if it was more clear. Because you saw how what I just said, like with the Randy thing, and how I struggled to make out that it was indeed a ball on the left for a while after staring at a picture nowhere near at the time that they would give you when it was airing. So I don't know if this is how it was like back then, or if it was more clear and something just got lost in translation from the TV it originally aired on, to the VHS recording, to the computer video file, to the YouTube video, to my modern TV displaying it from my Wii U. Yeah, like, that's all maybe possibilities. Nonetheless, even if that is an issue, it's still just a cool little piece of history I like to own. Now, the second thing I want to ask you all is if any of you know any other videos that are up on here, mainly YouTube, that have more of these puzzles. And if you do, let me know, and I'll see if I can get up on my TV, and I will scope it out, and I will post the results on this channel as like a community post thing. Because, I don't know, maybe you can argue it's quote-unquote lost media. I mean, it's no big deal, but it's still like a really cool thing that nobody has like looked at or revealed since 1998, and I just want to get out there because I love 90s Nickelodeon. I love the effort that was put into like stupid little mundane things like this. And, I just want to get it out there for everybody to see. Like, I just love, like, the big, like, universe and interaction that Nickelodeon had going on with just all the different, like, merchant media forms and all of that. It kind of reminds me of some stuff that, like, Adult Swim would have even done, if you get what I mean. But, yeah, that does it. A short little video that I just want to show off for this, and I'll see you all for whatever I do next.